One of the hardest parts about the post-PhD job hunt, without a shadow of a doubt, is the fact that you can take the loneliness and isolating feeling of doing a PhD and really move that into looking for a job. Now, a lot of the reason for this is the fact that whilst you focused on that project for so many years, and becoming an expert because you understand that particular topic really well, the issue you have is if you start your job hunt, let's say, before you finish your PhD, which some people will do, and that's often because you have to, because you're not in a position where you can have no money coming in after you graduate, and you might not have any grant left afterwards. So you've got to start looking. But in terms of professionally, a lot of the incentive will be, well, you need to get your PhD done. You need to finish that work. You need to make sure that it's complete, which absolutely you do. But the problem is, then you have a bit of that graduation dread or that post-PhD dread, where you're really thinking, well, I also need to secure myself a position because I can't really concentrate on this because I need something to know that I'm really going to be financially secure, causing me to not concentrate on it. Equally, once you're on the other side and you're looking at, okay, I've graduated the PhD, you've either finished it or you've got corrections to do or whatever, and you're thinking, okay, so where do I go next with this? It's then looking at, okay, so I need to think, what can I use this PhD in? Now, I'll discuss the landscape in a bit more detail in another video, but I think one of the things that you will find challenging is the fact that the market as it stands is not great. Therefore, ultimately, whilst you'll get the support for completing your PhD, the other areas that you just cannot forego still need to be done so that you have them ready and waiting to go for when you apply for those jobs. Because if you do not have them, then you've got to somehow get them done post-PhD. And really, while you're job hunting, while you're doing all of those various different things, you need those skills and those experiences ready to go. And the other thing that needs to be said is the rest of the market isn't great either. So you can't or shouldn't necessarily just be looking at what can I do while I'm getting these experiences, because you generally just won't have the time for it. So it's more looking strategically at what adds a string to your bow without taking up too much of your time. But really, it is quite a lonely and isolating feeling.